Hey guys, Emily here. I know there are a lot of questions now that we have been approved for units through Teachers College of San Joaquin, which I'm totally excited about. Big shout out to my new friend Dell for making sure that this was able to happen for you, and it's a great partnership. Okay, so because you guys are new to the field and you're probably not real familiar with what the benefit is of getting units outside of your degree. So I'm going to take a minute and walk you through a salary schedule so that you understand what this does and how this impacts you. And let me say this first. As a teacher, your goal is to move up in the salary schedule as quickly and as early in your career as possible, because it does a couple of things. Number one, you'll make more money sooner. Number two, it benefits your retirement. And I know that you're not thinking about that right now, but when you get to be my age, trust me, that's a big deal. So if you are not moving up on the salary schedule quickly, you're leaving money on the table. You're doing the same job, but for less money than somebody with simply more units. So let me go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to walk you through this process and see if I can kind of clarify it for you, because it's a difficult thing to maneuver. All right, so here we have a typical salary schedule from a district in the San Joaquin Valley. And what you're going to see here is over on the left, these are steps. Now you earn one step every year, which means they equate to years. Okay. Over here on the right is basically the breaking points for each salary step. So you can see that depending on what class you're in, you will, you make more money the further you move up and over to get to this point right here, which is to top out as early as possible. So the earliest you could top out in this particular district would be at year 14. And as soon as you've got that BA plus 75 units over. So let's look at this a little bit further. Okay, so if I'm going to focus over here on the units. So it says you have a BA plus 75 units. Now, if you have a BA and you went on to get your master's, you might have your BA plus 60, which is great. That's going to put you over here, but look, you still have room to grow. And actually, a lot of districts are now adding a 90 units. So the point is, even with a master's, if you have room, if you have not reached your top end of that salary schedule, you want to pick up units. Now, how do you pick up units? Well, you can take classes at universities, certainly, but that's quite a big time commitment because you're talking usually a typical semester. But a lot of the workshops or even conferences that you go to, or any PD events that you participate in with your district or that your district sends you to, oftentimes you will be told, hey, this course or this workshop is available for units. Now, what that means is that they have partnered with a university, an accredited university of some sort, and that university is going to fund the unit as long as the proof of completion has been given by the provider of the professional development. And so that's kind of how you start to pick these things up. You pick up a unit here, you pick up a unit there, and pretty soon down the road, you know, in a couple of years, you have moved over. And that is the goal. That's why we do that. Now, while we're on this salary schedule, just want to show you a couple of additional things. You can see here, if I scroll, let me see if I can move that real quick. If I scroll down, there are additional incentives whenever you have either longevity, which means you've been with the same district for a certain number of years, and everybody is a little bit different as far as that goes. And then you'll also notice down here, especially for my SPED teachers, there is usually a stipend for your master's that is given. And here's the kicker. It doesn't matter what your master's is in. A dear friend of mine, her master's was in theology, but she had a master's, and so she was able to use that for her master's stipend. So keep that in mind. You want to provide your district with all of that information at probably at the end of the previous year, because it does take some time to roll over and there are some deadlines associated with that. Let me think if there's anything else. Okay, so before I click off of this, I want to make sure you understand. When you are starting, so as a new teacher, you are probably somewhere right in here, okay? First year. All right, so let's say, and if you're on an intern credential, it's different because usually they take a portion of your earnings. Okay, but so you've got a credential, let's say. You're year one at this district, you're about 47,000, right? Or you could be year one, but you've got your BA and 75 units and you're making $10,000 more. Okay, so this impacts your retirement and it impacts your monthly take home. So this is why the fact that we are able to now offer professional development units through RICA Prep 101, this is why it's such a big deal. So here's my philosophy. You are planning and preparing for this test anyway. The content of this course in RICA Prep 101 is not only preparing you to pass the test, but it is preparing you to be a better teacher of reading. And all of that is worthy of units that can then help you on your pay scale. So if you're not like jumping for joy right now, then I can't help you because I am so excited about this. It's all I've been thinking about for the last week. All right. And this is why I jumped on when I look a little disheveled, but hey, it's important. All right. So how does this work in the course? So you've seen how it impacts your salary. There are you can get 2 units within the course by doing 2 different things. Okay. So I'm going to take the first one is the course itself. Now remember, RICA Prep 101 is a self-paced online course that is available 24/7. You can work on it at your own pace, whatever you want to do. For VIP members, this is only for VIP members, guys. Those VIP members that go through the entire course, and let me give you a sidebar here. I track your progress in the course. I can see how many videos you've watched. I can see your progress, okay? It tells me like you completed 27% of the course. Well, obviously that's not worth a unit, but you completed 100% of the course. Okay, that's step 1. So you have to go through every single thing in the course. There is homework in each domain slide deck that is connected to the Zerillo book that you're going to want to read. That is required. And then you will have to submit a case study to me for review. Okay, so you have to complete 100% of the course. You have to do the homework through the Zerillo book, and you have to submit a case study review. By doing those 3 things, when you are ready, you say, Emily, I'm finished with it. I go in and check all of those things. If you've done that, I will issue you a certificate of completion. Okay, the certificate of completion will then be uploaded to the link that I will give you to Teacher College of San Joaquin, which is where the unit comes from. Now, the unit will cost you $75. And guys, that's cheap. That's really cheap. In this profession, you're going to pick up units and sometimes they'll say $250 for a unit. Teacher College is amazing and you're getting a unit for $75. Trust me, don't pass it up. Okay, so that fee goes to them. And that is all you need you can then request a copy of that transcript and then you take it to your HR department in your district and it goes into your file and they accumulate those. Now, let me say this. It's up to you to check in advance with your district if it will count. Most of the time it does, but some districts are funny. So if you're already employed, just double check with your district first. If you're not employed, do it anyway and just get it on your transcript. All right, that's 1 unit. Got it? So the course completion, the homework with Cirillo, and the case study review. The reason you have to be a VIP member is because I only review case studies for VIP members. So those are the things you have to do. If you're not a VIP member and you're like, I want this, I have an upgrade available. Just email me and I will send out a VIP upgrade and then you're good to go. All right. The second way to earn a unit, and you can do both. You can get 2 units. You can do both. The second way is to attend each of the subtest workshops. Okay. Subtest 1, subtest 2, and subtest 3. And within that, you will be required to read the National Reading Panel report. And all of this equals 15 hours of course work, which the only thing for that one to get your certificate of completion is I have your attendance. I just need to see your attendance in each of those subtest workshops, subtest 1, subtest 2, and subtest 3. Okay. Then you do the same thing. You take the link to Teacher College. You email me for your certificate of completion. I send it to you. You go to the link to Teacher College, you upload it. It goes on your transcript, easy peasy, $75. Okay. Now, let me see if I'm thinking of some. So if you are a past member, okay, if your membership has elapsed, I don't have record of your course completion. Okay. So you would have to re-enroll and you would have to go through it. I believe I'm still looking at my website to see if there's a way that I can pull that up. But as of right now, I'm just not sure. You would have also have had to submit a case study to me for review. If you didn't do that, then you don't qualify for the unit. If you were never the VIP member and you never did that, then I cannot go backtrack for you. Now, you're welcome to jump in and do it again if you want the unit. If you've completed a year with me, I can put you on a monthly subscription, for $27, which I only do for people that have completed a year. So talk to me privately about that. I'm trying to think of other questions that have come up. I think that's pretty much it. Now, what I'm planning to do is to put together a guide, a text guide in the steps to take with the links and everything that you will need. But because there were so many questions today, and I get it, we're all super excited. Because there were so many questions, I thought, no, I need to jump on and give you this information now. And also, workshop deadline is tonight for subtest 1. The next subtest 1 workshop is not until October. So if you are like, I want to do that, then you got to sign up. You have to sign up. Now, you don't need to be a VIP member to get the workshop credits, okay? Because you can do those as a standard member, just so you know, if you want to, if that's an option for you. Okay. I hope that's helpful. I'm super excited as a semi-retired teacher. I'm telling you, pick up units wherever you can, as soon as you can. Otherwise, you're leaving money on the table and somebody else is going to get paid more for doing the same job that you're doing. It's one of the reasons I went back and got my master's is I was so low on units. I picked up 60 units. I moved way over. And in a couple of years, I was topped out. And you want to be as topped out as you can, because that's how it becomes, more worthy to you. Okay, you guys. So if you have questions, feel free to email me, readingdiva06@gmail.com. You can get me through Messenger. I know that scores report tonight, so I'm crossing my fingers for my friends who are receiving scores tonight. And sign up for the workshop before midnight if you are thinking you want that 1 unit, because more's coming. Okay, I'm going to be working on it tomorrow. All right, guys, much love to you. I'll see you soon. Bye now.